Hi, everybody. I'm Jaden Doye, and I'm delighted that you've joined me for this episode of the Long Quarter Podcast. I'm known as the Traveling CPA, and I've dedicated my professional life to helping firm owners reach new heights and catch more flights. I believe that you don't have to be tied to a desk 7 days a week to have a profitable firm. That's why I'm here, bringing ideas and information that can help you create a first-class firm that pays you the salary you deserve and provides you with the lifestyle you desire. Today, I want to talk specifically about projections. No, not projections like movie projections, financial projections. So when you are thinking about growing your law firm and really scaling, getting your business to the next level, you have to analyze what those new costs will be, projected revenues, and projected operating expenses. So to get started, what you'll have to do is gather some information regarding your potential clientele, your overhead costs, and your billing rates. Many times when I meet lawyers, they're at a point to where what they have done thus far has just gotten them to six figures. It's rather easy to get your business to generate six-figure revenues. But when you want to shift and get into six-figure profits, there needs to be some type of change. And oftentimes, we have to change the billing rates. Most attorneys that I come across that are looking to shift understand that, you know what? I have been undercharging. I have this notion that I want to help the community, right? That's what I hear so often. I once had to tell a bankruptcy attorney, listen, you can help the community without being a part of the community. There's no way that you can help people with bankruptcy if you're having to file bankruptcy for yourself. So let's make sure that we're having a profitable firm so that you can serve as many people as you can. Okay. So once you have all your historical data, your overhead costs, what your historical revenue has been, now it's time to create the projections. Now, of course, no projection will ever be 100% correct. However, by doing your homework and making conservative estimates, you can give yourself a good chance of success. So we know historically where you have been as far as income and expenses are concerned. And as we create these projections, we are projecting how many clients you plan to obtain every month, what the new billing will look like. And this works for both hourly and flat rate. Oftentimes, flat rate attorneys, they actually lose clients because they don't have some sort of payment plan option. So think about it. If a client pays you $6,000, let's say you require $6,000 for a client to work with you, and it will take you 90 days to close the case, why not get $2,000 up front, $2,000 after 30 days, and $2,000 after 60 days? Maybe even throw in an additional charge if they do the payment plan route and incentivize them if they do a pay in full. So that will actually help you increase the amount of monthly clients that you get. And so now in your projections, you could increase the number of new clients that you'll get and the amount of revenue that you'll get per month. And keep in mind of the payment plans that are going from month to month. Now, this is very different from a personal injury attorney. So the first factor that we have to think about is your billing. And the second factor that we have to think about when creating projections is the type of law that you practice. A personal injury law firm will have very different needs than that of a family law firm. Their income will be very different than that of a family law firm. And the third factor that you have to think about when creating your projections is the geographic location of your law firm. So if you only work with local clients, then chances are the law firm in a small town will have very different projections than a major big firm in a major city. So that's definitely something to think about. Hey, it's Jaden here, taking a quick break. Thanks for listening this far. I just wanted to let you know about the Law Firm Growth Toolkit I've put together. You can actually download it now at www.lawandquarter.com. This toolkit will provide you with the resources needed to start making strides towards creating the firm of your dreams. And the fourth factor is economic climate. So we just are going through the tail end of a pandemic as I'm recording this right now. And many law firms were affected negatively during the pandemic due to the economic climate. Some courts were closed, cases could not move, people were losing their jobs. So think about that as you go into creating projections for the future of your firm. A law firm in a recessionary economy will have different financial needs than a law firm in an expansive economy. When you're creating your projections in either one, I want to talk about some pitfalls to avoid. First of all, you have to be realistic with your firm's future growth. Think about growing slowly and steadily rather than experiencing explosive growth. If you only obtain on average 4 new clients a month, don't expect 30 or 60 days to go by and you will now go to obtaining 40 clients a month. Maybe add 2 to 5 new clients to your monthly list. That is much more realistic than going from 4 to 40 in 30 days. Be conservative in your assumptions about the income from new clients. So let's say you have a tiered package. You have one package that's $3,000, one package that's $6,000, one package that's $10,000. Don't assume that every new client will join the $10,000 package. Look at the history of historically where your clients have been and maybe use an average amount. And it could take time for you to build up that client base, for you to have the best data to make these realistic expectations. And that's okay, because these projections should be reworked every quarter. And finally, make sure that you account for all potential sources of revenues and your expenses. The number one pitfall that I see law firms make when they do their projections is underestimating the cost of marketing. This is usually your most significant expense. You have digital marketing, you have marketing by way of mail, and then you have marketing by way of networking. So those groups that you go to, that you're a part of, all of this goes into your marketing expense. And then there's advertising. If you think that pay-per-click Google Ads is the best way for you to go, then you should historically look at how many clients are you getting from that, and do I need to maybe spend a little more? If $2,000 is getting me only to a break-even point, what will happen if I up it to $4,000? If I up my ads budget up, that could significantly increase my profitability. So definitely keep that in mind. Any law firm that's looking to be successful has to constantly look for ways to improve its financial stability. And one of the best ways to do that is to be as detailed as possible as you're creating these projections. Now, not only are projections good for you to plan for your firm, however, it can also be a valuable tool for attracting investors and partners into your firm. It can also be a valuable tool when you want to pay for a big project and you don't have the money. However, you know that if you get this extra $30,000, $50,000, $10,000, that you could take your firm to the next level. You know that this will help you shift from six-figure revenues to six-figure profits, and you need a bank to give you a loan. Having these projections will only help you out when it comes to obtaining more capital. Thanks so much for listening to the Law and Quarter podcast. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please visit our website at www.lawandquarter.com for more show notes and additional episodes. If you have time, subscribe to the podcast and please consider rating and reviewing the show. That will help other people find us. Again, thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time on the Law and Quarter podcast.